You won't want to miss this. It's no secret. Joe Rogan isn't exactly waving the flag for woke culture.
Over the years, he's made his stance impossible to miss, openly calling out the contradictions and overreach tied to the whole woke wave. So what really happens when a guest dares to bring that mindset onto his show? Brace yourself, because we're diving straight into some unforgettable clashes. As always, Joe cuts right through the noise with blunt facts and zero-nonsense clarity. But before we unpack everything, make sure you're subscribed and up to date. This moment goes back to 2021, when Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN's chief medical correspondent, made a rare visit to the podcast. A surprising crossover considering how seldom anyone from the so-called mainstream media steps into Joe's world. Naturally, the conversation centered around the pandemic and the heavy push for vaccines. But here's where it gets wild. Just a month earlier, Joe revealed he'd caught the virus and was taking ivermectin prescribed by his doctor. CNN didn't hold back. They blasted him with stories painting him as reckless. So when Sanjay sat across the table, Joe had his chance to confront the spin head-on, and he absolutely did. He called out the narrative directly and exposed something almost no one else will say out loud. And what made it even more hilarious was CNN's reaction afterward. They aired a segment interviewing Sanjay about the podcast, showing carefully edited clips, adding their usual criticism, and predictably stripping his words of context, all while conveniently skipping the key moment where Joe confronted their lie outright. Sanjay later brushed off Joe's points as mental gymnastics, and from that moment on, CNN treated Rogan like a sworn enemy, pushing out article after article packed with resentment. Meanwhile, their ratings nosedived while Joe's podcast shot to the top globally. And believe it or not, that heated exchange wasn't even the wildest one. Because when Graham Hancock and Flint Dibble collided on the show, the sparks flew in a way you had to see to believe. I watched it the moment it came out, and it was something else entirely. Hancock has long irritated mainstream archaeologists, but after Netflix handed him a platform, the tension exploded. His theory about an ancient, advanced Ice Age civilization sharing knowledge with early humans before being wiped out stirred massive outrage. Archaeologists dismissed him with every label imaginable and offered zero apologies. Honestly, the intensity of the backlash felt extreme. Makes you wonder what chaos would erupt if Eddie Bravo got a Netflix special. But the real eruption came when Dibble reacted to a letter shown on air, and let's just say his response did nothing to strengthen his argument. I'm not here to play referee for Graham Hancock, but let's start with a little credit to Flint for sporting that hat, because without it, I wouldn't have guessed he was an archaeologist at all. Jokes aside, what does someone being more famous than you have to do with you firing off insults instead of sticking to a solid argument? That's not discussion, that's ego taking